What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Victor here again. If you're new here, please subscribe. I do a match preview and post match analysis of all Nigeria's game at the 2019 Under-17 World Cup. So please subscribe, click on the red button below, and yes, support my channel. Okay, that being said, let me jump straight to the video. As you can see from the title down below, this is just my quick match preview of the game between Nigeria and Ecuador. We're both in Group B, and this is match day 2. Nigeria and Ecuador, we both won our first games. Nigeria defeated Hungary 4-2, while Ecuador defeated Australia 2-1. So currently now, Nigeria is top of the group with 3 points, but we have a goal difference of 2, while Ecuador second in the group also with 3 points, having a goal difference of just 1. It's going to be an interesting game to watch. Any of the teams that win this match will end up qualifying to the next round automatically. 2 countries will qualify automatically from the group, and we might have a best losers depending on the outcome from other groups. So it could be 3, and definitely it should be 2. Very interesting game to watch, Nigeria versus Ecuador. Ecuador finished 4th in the Continental Cup in South America. Nigeria also finished 4th from the African Under-17 Championship, losing by penalties to Angola. So they are both decent. Ecuador is a very decent side in this tournament, no doubt. So they cannot be underrated at all. We have a lot of talented players in that Ecuador team. We have players like Puas, who scored against Australia, scored the opening goal. We have Vite, and we have this Barcelona prospect. Barca is looking to sign him. His name is Joan Mina. So we'll be having 2 scouts from Barcelona coming to watch the game against Nigeria. It's going to be played at the Estadio Olimpico, Goiania. It's Portuguese. I can't really pronounce Portuguese name, so that's where the game will be played. We played our first game also in that stadium. Ecuador also played the first game in the stadium, so they are both used to the pitch. Going to be a very interesting match to watch. Ecuador considered late in the game against Australia. Nigeria considered very early in the game against Hungary. Nigeria came back to score late in the game, scored 3 goals late in the game, while Ecuador considered late against Australia, but they managed to hang on to the lead. It was a very, very interesting match to watch. At the under-17 level, personal opinion, I expect some mistakes from players. This is very common, because these players are still trying to develop. They are not perfect yet, and they are still young, so they are trying to grow. So if there's any mistake, I don't criticize them too much for their mistakes, because it's always expected for young players. Even professionals that play for big teams in the big leagues, they also make mistakes. So why should I expect young players to be perfect? I don't. But what I expect is for them to be serious about the competition, because they're representing their country, and they'll be proud to get medals for their country. One other thing about for Nigeria's team, we have a population of over 200 million people, and Nigeria is crazy about football. So we have a lot of young people playing football in Nigeria. So that's why the under-17 competition is always very interesting to watch. We have always done well in the under-17 competition, winning it 5 times out of 12 appearances, and coming 3rd 3 times. So we have been in the final 8 times at least out of 12 appearances. That's a very good record. Ecuador has only the best performance for Ecuador was finishing in the quarterfinals. They've been knocked out in the quarterfinals twice in 2007 and 1987. Yeah, so that's when Ecuador was. That's the best ever finish at the competition. But on the under-17 level, you don't really use past performance to judge a team performance in a new competition, because for the under-17, we have changing teams every time. Unlike the senior team, you could have a player play for the senior team for 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, but under-17, maximum of 2 on average, or just 1. On average, the players only play once in under-17. Any player that plays twice probably started playing when he was 14. So that's that. So you cannot really use winning 5 trophies to judge the same performance. What you can use is the performance in previous matches, and you can actually use that to predict and say, oh, this is favorite, or these are not favorite to win the competition. So I'm saying Nigeria. My personal opinion, Nigeria should win this match, but it should be a very tough match. I'm predicting Nigeria should win this game by 2-0 or 2-1. My opinion, feel free to disagree with me. This is just my opinion. But for us to win this game, the coach has to correct a lot of errors that were made in the first game against Hungary. In the first game, we had we did not really have synergy within the players. There were no informed play. When I say informed, there was no progressive play in the game. We have them taking the ball around, then shooting from outside the box, way off target. So the coach I think the coach should have worked on that for the Ecuador game. Nigeria likes to keep the ball, and we like to attack. Ecuador also likes to keep the ball and attack. So it's going to be very interesting to watch the tactics the coach is going to use. Nigeria, we also have some good players to watch out for. Like I said, scouts from Barcelona will be at the match. But apart from scouts being on the field, we would have people watching from all over the world. We have talented players in that Nigerian team. We have Tijani, the captain, very good in the midfield, very solid and matured in the midfield. Very good for us. I hope he does not get injured. I hope he gets to play well. He currently has 2 goals at the tournament. So we have Amao came in the game against Aubrey, came in the second half, changed the game significantly. Although he did not get a goal, but he really did well. And I think he's a very good player to watch. Ubani, our striker, also has not gotten a goal yet, but he has been able to prove his inclusion in the team. Did well with the ball and off the ball. I was scared in the first game against Hungary when he got the knock. I thought he was going to be injured when he was taken out of the field with the stretcher, but it's fine. No injuries for him. Oluwasegun also solid on the ball. Our defense looks good. Etim, Ibrahim. Basically, this team is really strong and solid. I hope they get more experience as the competition progresses. I hope they get better. I hope they get to win their matches and make Nigeria 6-time champions in the competition. I know there's some favorites to win this competition. I'll do a video about it and post the link here when I'm done. But I think overall, Nigeria should qualify from this group easily. If we win the game against Ecuador, we'll have 6 points and through to the next round of 16. If we draw the game, we'll have 4 points and we can qualify second or first, depending on the performance in the last game. So this is just my quick match preview for the game. I think Manegaba will take this game seriously, so at least we can qualify early and maybe test out some things in the third match. Because there's some really decent teams in this competition, very good teams in the competition. Brazil is good, very good team. Senegal defeated USA 4-1, very good side. You have Spain, they are yet to play yet, but also a very good side. Lots of good teams in this competition. It's been interesting to watch to see who ends up winning this competition. To be honest, under 17 competitions are usually interesting to watch. We'll see how all these players develop, and for some of them they end up going to have a very good career. For some, sadly, this might be the highest competition they ever play in. That's always the case. Some will end up signing for big teams in Europe. Although most clubs cannot sign them if they are not up to the age of 18 because of FIFA restrictions. So they would have to be at the age of 18 first before they get signed. But at least the team can put them on their watch list. So as soon as they're 18, the team, signs them. That's an international team. Meanwhile, they can work with some local teams in that country to actually work on them before they are 18. So before I start to rant, this is going to be the end of this video. If you have any questions, any suggestions, any predictions about this match, please drop them down below. I always try to read comments. I read all your comments. I'm going to try to reply to them when I see them. So any questions, any opinions, any thoughts, drop them down below, and I'll be sure to answer them. Okay, before I forget to mention, we have our goalkeeper. I think we have 3 foreign-based players in that team. Our starting goalkeeper, Ginodu, plays for West Ham. West Ham. I think he plays for West Ham in England. The other keeper, I think his name is Joseph, plays for AFC Bournemouth. So I don't think we should have issues with that goalkeeping department. In under 17 competitions that Nigeria usually perform better, we end up winning. We usually play with lots of home-based players, so I'm not surprised that we have a lot of local-based players in this team. That's always the case. It's difficult to have foreign players, or you have Nigerian players playing in foreign leagues, have them form majority of the team at the under 17 level. And that's one factor I think Nigeria has to look forward to. We should look at getting 1 or 2, this is my opinion, 1 or 2 foreign players that will not have exceptionally talented, and try to invite them to the under 17 competition. Currently now, as we speak, we have lost Abraham and Fikayo Tomori to the England national team. They are both playing for England, and I can't blame them. They played the junior competitions for England, so of course it's natural that they just progress and play for England as a senior team. But if they play for Nigeria at the under 17 and under 20 level, maybe they might have just played for the Super Eagles. You never can tell. So this video is over 10 minutes now. Thanks for watching. Ademola Victor signing out. Don't forget to watch these videos here and these videos here. Bye.